Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 My Play Career. Going to be taking on the Redbacks in this Sheffield Shield match. Continuing on, it looked like on the fixtures there that we probably have a few county cricket games coming up, which I think it would tie it in pretty well. I was actually just looking at it. Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking at I was trying to see if I could change the other teams' lineups, because it said edit lineups, and I thought you might be able to switch the other teams just in case they're missing some of their best players. But I mean, I think generally the AI sort of pick the best players on field, but I was just seeing if I could select their lineups as well, because I want to put in the best opposition I can, but you can only switch around your own lineup. So I don't know why it's I don't know why it says edit lineups and not edit lineup, but regardless, we're gonna be of course we're gonna be winning the toss and having a bat. You know, it's just the only thing you can do. You know, maybe potentially when we get our Australian call up and hopefully, you know, some time there, we can potentially become the captain. If that ends up happening, then we might have a little bit more strategy involving looking at conditions and pitch conditions. But at the present time, we just wanna get in, have a bat, and do some good work. As we come out here, 52 average, the 300s, 14 50s. You know, it's good. It's good. I don't know what I don't know what that camera angle is, but it's a very good average. Like that's career stats to get you in a test lineup for sure. But the one thing, we do have to start converting those 50s into centuries, and it started to turn around. It's Daniel Worrell here steaming in, and he has got the Lasith Malinga bowling action. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining, because it's quite enjoyable to face some variation, and yeah, it's it's a good action, dude. It's a very good action. It's actually difficult to face, I've got to be honest. I don't know, well, I mean, because it's a very slingy action, it feels like the angle of the ball is just completely different from every other action, and it just takes some adjusting. So it's a weird one, because Worrell in real life has a very standard action. Like he's got a fairly orthodox bowling action, so it's a little funny that he of all people has the slingy action. But you know, regardless, we'll have some fun with that. But yeah, like I was gonna say, is we call the 2-all. Got to be very careful now with the improvements to the fielders, because they rocket the ball in from the boundary, and they also, I mean, they're always pretty good with hitting the stumps on the full or direct hits. But now, because they throw it so damn hard, the direct hits are very dangerous. So got to be careful going for the twos. That's not a good example. I don't know. Sometimes the fielders throw it loopy still, but most times now, since the latest patch, they do rip it in. They really rip it in. So getting those quick singles and pushing for 2 and 3 is a little bit dicey for sure. Got to actually pick your moments, which I like. And you can see right here, this is actually this is more how it should be with going for quick twos. Like, it's actually a bit of a risk, and you've got to actually place the ball far better than you used to have to. Like, you could easily get the twos on the arms without any issue. As it's a good shot, hitting it. I do love it when the leg spinners like Zampa here come around the wicket. I have no idea why they do it, but it makes batting it substantially more easy against the spin. I mean, they are really packing the leg side field. It's a very defensive-minded field, but it's just so easy to score runs and just knock it out. So, you know, I welcome the round the wicket action from Zampa. But yeah, getting back to the point about the stats is we started converting. I don't know how long it took, but it took probably, what was it? It was probably it must have been up around 10 50s before we got that first 100, and then we've got the hundreds not like back to back to back, but we've got them much more consistently over the last, you know, couple of months, I guess you would say, like the last few innings. Is right here. What is happening there? we got a massive, well, a very standard outside edge to this ball here. It was a foolish delivery on the drive. We just an outside edge. What are you doing, Carey? the slip of it looked like Jake Lehman in first slip there. He was getting across, but what on earth? What on earth was Carey doing, dude? It was off in no man's land. That is, I actually haven't seen that in the. That's probably the first time I've actually seen the keeper. I've probably seen it against a spin a couple of times, but I haven't seen it against the pace. I'm sure it is an issue that people have seen before, and I've got to be honest. I welcome it. I welcome it when we're batting, because that would have been a bit of a disaster to get out there, because we've been digging in. It's a tough. The pitch doesn't look too bad, but we're 3 for 58. We're struggling. I mean, we're really digging in here. 13 off 30. It's been a slog. Worrell is bowling very nicely. The only real runs we've scored were off Adam Zampa. That's a beautiful shot, just guiding that one past gully for 4. But against Zampa, we were able to get a few away because he was coming around the wicket. But against the pace, it's been a bit of a nightmare, honestly. Just, I don't know, pitch looks pretty dry. Maybe we're in pretty early, so the newish ball was probably swinging a bit. It's probably the main issue. And Nick Winter here, the left-hander, I struggle against the lefties, so that's always a bit of a struggle for us. But yeah, we've been converting our 50s into hundreds much more frequently. We've only got the 300 still, but over like the last few first class matches, we've been actually, when we've got to those 60s and 70s, we've actually been pushing onto the 3 figures. So, if the selectors are just waiting for us to really hit our straps with converting those 60s and 70s into the big 100, then we've got to show that we can dig in and make that big score. But we can't be doing too much more. We're averaging 52, and our bowling stats are very impressive as well. So, surely it's just a matter of time. And did I say at the start? But it looked like we have a few county cricket games coming up. I think off the top of my head, I think we signed with oh geez, that's it was almost a screamer at Gully. It would have been a very frustrating way to get out, because we timed it beautifully, almost got out to it, but yeah, that would have been a bit of a worry. But the county, did I say Sussex? I think we signed with Sussex in the county cricket, so that might be a bit of an audition as well. Go over up against hopefully most of the English top line bowlers are going to be playing in that. They're not away playing internationals, so we get a good challenge over there with the bat in different conditions. So again, the selectors might be waiting for us to prove ourselves in a new environment, which I welcome. Should be good. And hopefully we can go in with some good form off this Sheffield Shield season, as that is a cracking shot. Oh boy, that felt good, dude. 84 meters. That was absolutely huge. That felt good. We've been struggling. 34 or 51. It's I like to play fairly, not obviously, I'm not blocking 50% of deliveries. Early in the innings, I let a lot go. I very rarely block, because it's just the block. It's funny because I remember just a cracking shot. I welcome the short stuff. I love it. It gets me going, and I think that's what. Just off topic a little. Well, it's on topic, but off topic. What I was gonna talk about, but I think that's why we struggled to get in a bit, because they weren't giving us the short stuff. And right here, I don't know. They couldn't get us out early in the innings, so now they're switching to a bit of the body line. But this is what gets us going. And all of a sudden, 42 off 54. Joe Manny, he's not the slowest bowler, but he's definitely not he's not express. So this sort of 130 up around 140, it's pretty nice pace for us to work on, and it's just getting us in. We've just skyrocketed. 46. We're going like just above 50 strike rate, about 50-60 strike rate, and now we're absolutely motoring here. Unfortunately, our other end batting lineup is struggling. We're 5 for 105, and got to be a little careful. There's our 50. I forgot we were that close. 50 off 58. 6 fours, 1 6. And yeah, we got to be a little careful though, because Jimmy Pearson, he can hang around, but then we get into Michael Neese in real life is pretty solid, but on the game, our middle to low order definitely struggles. They succumb pretty easily when they're thrust out to the middle. So we've got to be a little careful not to put them under too much pressure, I guess, as that's a bit of a fluky one, but we'll take it. Going after the short stuff, you're always bound to get the odd top edge like that, and we'll take it, dude. But what on earth was I talking about? I sidetracked off a topic that I sidetracked onto a while ago, and I have no idea what I was originally talking about. Dude. I know I was originally talking about the county cricket stuff. Was it just gonna be on top of that? I thought there was something else, as that is a bit of a loose shot, but it's a cracking shot. It's gone a mile in the air. It must be like 1 bounce 4. That was I saw it up in the slot. I don't know if I really meant to go after it that hard, but we timed it pretty well. It was it was a ball to hit, and hit it we did. We absolutely got under it. I thought for a second we hit it so high that he was gonna get back to it, but we don't want to, again, we're in the 60 to 70 range. I don't want to throw it away. This is a great chance to get 100, but probably the 5 wickets down is playing on our mind a little bit. But with shots like that, like look at the turnaround. The start of this innings, we were absolutely struggling. We could barely lay bat on ball. I cut a lot of the tough stuff out, but Daniel Worrell and Nick Winter primarily were giving us all sorts of grief with the ball. And all of a sudden, Joe Manny came in and he bowled just an over of short stuff, and now we're getting some good luck as well. That's an under edge. It's bounced over the keeper, and we're gonna pick up 3. I think that was it's an interesting shot, but you can't really stop that. So it's a pretty good one indeed. But yeah, Joe Manny came in and bowled an over of just short stuff, and I think we scored like 24 runs off the over, 24. So yeah, not great bowling at all. And it's just got us in great nick. We're looking good. We're timing it nicely. The pitch, it looked pretty good when we first came in, but it just seemed to be just seemed to be doing it a little bit, and now it's just flat. It's just like a road out here. So we're looking solid. Pearson, he's doing his part as well. 11 off 28. Can't be disappointed with that, as that is a beautiful shot. All the class and all the confidence in the world to play up on your toes like that and punch it through cover. That's a tough shot to play. It was uppish, but it's just the confidence to hit it through the gap, not worrying about keeping along the ground, as that is a short wide one. Again, it's a bit of a risky shot, but like I always say, if you go hard at those ones, if you get an edge to it, like it's more often than not, it's going to go over the slips, as that is absolutely creamed out to the man. He's put it down. Oh no, that was absolutely smoked. We're going to get 2. I couldn't really see. I don't know if he was he over the, was he going to go over the rope and did he like knock it back in? We have smacked that. That is as hard as you'll ever hit a cricket ball. Has he? No, he's just put it down. I mean, I can't, we a little bit of luck in this innings, but geez, we've smoked that. We got it. And then look at that, geez, we're just absolutely nailing everything at the minute. If we got out to that ball before, I would have been spewing. We have hit that as good as you'll ever hit a cricket ball. If we just got under it slightly, that was into the stands without doubt. It was just flat and 6. But look at this. Now Daniel Worrell, who was giving us grief at the start, good length delivery outside off, and we just played back foot cover drive straight through the gap for 4. I mean, that's just class. That's just absolute class. It's a pretty mean bouncer. But we raced along here. We're 96 now. 96 off 98. Oh, a little bit risky leaving that one. Thankfully, he does love the wrong end, so we got to be a little careful. But we have lost another wicket as well. Michael Nisa is now the new man to the crease. We've come down the track. Oh, he has done it. He's come down. He has absolutely nailed it. Straight over the bowler's head. There's the ton. 100 off 100. 14 fours, 1 6. He's pumped. Can you blame him? What an innings. This has been a little bit of luck for sure. Can't deny it. We struggled early, and then we've just found some absolute sizzling form. Hitting the ball as good as we'll ever hit it in the career. It's been a great innings, and there's way more work to do. Plenty of work to do here, because yeah, like I said, our tail does struggle. So we're 6 down. You know, I don't want to throw away our wicket by any means, but we can probably. I mean, I'm saying like play a few shots, but we're 100 off 111, so we've been playing our shots. We just gotta probably hog the strike a bit more, not really leave it up to the tail, as that is again short start. It's pretty good bumper, but we've hit it nicely into the gap. I think one of the topics I was going to talk about that I forgot was talking about like the way we bat. Like I generally like, I think this is the topic that I forgot all about, is that is a cracking shot down the ground. That is smoked. But obviously we score pretty quickly because, it's a video game, and just in general, you're gonna bat quicker than real life cricket generally. But I do like to play as a batter more realistic than maybe a lot of other people do. I don't know. I don't know how everyone else plays these games, but I like to not, start. I don't like slogging in a shield game or test cricket for that matter. But obviously you're gonna hit more 4s, and the way we play, like the short balls we go after. Obviously driving is a big one, so that's a great ball. That's a fantastic ball, dude. Nick Winter, he's probably given us the most trouble out of anybody. He's been very good, as that is absolutely nailed. Another wicket has fallen, so we probably do have to start taking the long handle a little bit here. But a full toss. They've got a very defensive field, which makes a lot of sense. Zampa, he's probably, good chance to get us out. We're 121. Now another wicket has fallen, so 8 for 200. That is gone like an absolute missile off the edge. We'll take that one. They had 2 men back there, and an edge has split them. So, yeah, they're just trying to, stop the boundaries and get us off strike. But we are just absolutely smashing it. It's gone 81 meters, just a flick off the pads. This is incredible batting. So obviously this innings is a little bit different, but yeah, in general, I like to bat in this game fairly realistic, in the sense that I play, you know, the ball's on their merits. I'm not trying to slog and hit sixes every ball or anything like that. It's just naturally going to be quicker. Is that it? We just nailed it. This is unreal. This is unreal. That wasn't even. It said it was a short ball, like the indicator was short. That really didn't get up. That would have cannoned into the not even that high up the stumps. Is it gonna push for two? Probably won't get it. Yeah, definitely not. So it's gonna Swepson thankfully is able to get it out there. But 139 off 136, and then we've just been undone. I didn't even realize this was out. This is a big deviation onto the stumps. I just thought it was going to be a quick single because the keeper had missed it, but it just cannoned into the stumps. But what an innings, 139. That's our top score. That was incredible. That was fantastic batting, and we will be back for the second part of the Sheffield Shield game. We got some bowling to do. We got some more batting to do for sure. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.